We've been fairly consistent in our assessment of how the global order is changing. It is certainly now a multipolar world, having been a hegemonic US-led world for a very long period of time. And so China is now, in some sense, an equal power to the US, and that has fairly profound implications. And it's not unusual to see things like deglobalization, which we're witnessing in that kind of environment. And we're likely to remain in this sort of environment for decades to come. I would say equally, it's clear at this point that we are shifting from a rule-based order to a power-based order, and big countries are pushing their weight around, and international norms and rules don't apply quite to the extent that they once did. And part and parcel to that is therefore that it is a more dangerous world, and we see military spending rising and likely set to continue to rise, and very much a more assertive US military in particular right now. And part of that is the so-called Monroe Doctrine, which is to say that the US is prioritizing the Western Hemisphere, believes it has preeminence there, has taken out the leadership in Venezuela, and has perhaps other aspirations there as well of certainly great relevance. Perhaps slightly contradicting that comment about prioritizing the Western Hemisphere, as I'm recording this in early March, the US has also attacked Iran and is very much engaged there, and does again speak to both the uncertainty and the risk and the very real consequences of a more dangerous world in that context as well. And so we think that some geopolitical risk premium, even after that war presumably settles in the coming months, we think that some geopolitical risk premium may well endure going forward. It's just a more uncertain time, and it makes sense that that premium exists to some extent. I think another change to the global order is just US exceptionalism perhaps declining a little bit. Obviously still a great power, very much asserting that in a military context right now, but the rest of the world feels less favorably toward the US than it has in a while. The US is disengaging from global trade and is just less trusted in general. And so we do believe that the US is becoming a little bit less special on the global stage, and you can see some flows that are reducing, let's say, allocations to dollars, and reserve managers picking up a bit more gold or diversifying to other currencies as well. And so that's a trend that may well play out over an enduring period of time as well. And just to summarize then, a multipolar world, a power-based order. At the margin, this is usually associated with a little bit less economic growth, with a little bit more inflation, with slightly larger risk premiums in markets as well.